Hey y'all, we just got situated. Hezekiah graduated from kindergarten to first grade today. Um, he was so excited to take his outfit off. Um, he was so excited to take his outfit off, and I did have an extra change of clothes for him. He did really good this morning. He didn't protest as much when it came to um, putting on his clothes. Of course, he said no with the shirt. But I just told him this is something we have to do, and I just showed him we're gonna get another outfit as soon as you cross the stage. So got through that. um, it was just so nice to see all the kids graduate. It's about 4 classes, kindergarten classes that graduated. Um, how do y'all feel about people reserving like a whole row for their family? And it's just like, I feel like if I get there 30 minutes before the graduation starts and your family is coming in extra late, you reserved a whole first row, like front row and center. I don't know. I think that that's like really inconsiderate for people who actually, show up on time and early. It was like grandparents that wanted to sit close that actually arrived early. People prepare to get places early so that they can have a proper seat to view. I was just like, I don't know. Anyways, that's my little rant on that. But I think that's like a universal type of thing. I can understand reserving maybe 1 or 2 seats, but like a whole full blown out row, no. Anyways, back to this wonderful celebration time that we had with Hezekiah. It was really nice. I'm so proud of Hezekiah because Hezekiah did stand there. Sorry, y'all. I don't even know how that's gonna work. Hezekiah did stand up on the stage for a good amount of time. They did have a mic malfunction. I guess when the mics went dead or a Wi-Fi issue, and so they had all the 3 other classes that were not special ed, and then they had Hezekiah's class like mixed in as well. And all the kids did really good considering what was going on. He did get a little antsy at the end, but he did stay there. He does love music, so that did help him as well too. And he got to hang out with his friends, which was great. It was just so nice to see all the kids standing there with their little, dress clothes. It was really, really nice to see. I know I've been seeing a lot of people on social media complaining about how people are showing up to graduations. But I guess considering the area where I have my children placed, I kind of really don't, or have not really experienced that with my children. If you know what I mean, I'm not even gonna really say it, but if you get it, you get it. But yeah, so I took Hezekiah and Lorraine to get something to eat, quick little bite right after. And then I took Hezekiah to daycare. Shout out to his daycare provider because she showed up and showed out for Hezekiah. She always shows up at celebrations for my kids. She's like super amazing. And I really, really appreciate her. I really, really appreciate her. So she showed up. And she's just like a really good support system. My family has been celebrating with me as well too through text messages because y'all know my family don't live out here, my immediate family and stuff like that. So shout out to all the graduates that are graduating this year, and I'm so excited, so happy for Hezekiah. We did go through his IEP last month. I have another IEP appointment today for him because I requested to amend his IEP because he was not getting OT, and I just found that out at the last IEP. So I have another meeting today that I requested to set up because they have 60 days from the date of my request to take action. So that's with that. Also, I found out maybe a year or so ago, just through, I guess, another social media platform, that if your child is in special education, they either may get a certificate or a diploma. I was finally able to get more information about that as to who will make the decision off of that. So with his last IEP appointment, they said that if he can still be in special ed, but if he is not, I guess if he's not taking gen ed classes, if he's not taking gen ed classes, if he's still in a special education class, by the time he completes high school, he will get a certificate, not a diploma. So obviously I would love for Hezekiah to get a high school diploma, and obviously I still have a lot of time for that. However, I've learned to accept the fact that I need to only embrace and accept what Hezekiah is able to do. Is Hezekiah going to be capable of being in gen ed? I feel like he can be. Is he capable of being? Yes, but he may, if that is the case, he still is going to need a pair. But, you know, going from kindergarten half day to first grade all day, I'm praying and hoping and keep my fingers crossed and praying even harder and more and more and more that Hezekiah has an easy transition and adjust to being at school for a full day. I'm here to support him, do whatever it is I need to do to make things just flow. Also, the school tried to transfer him again. Another thing I've been going through. They tried to transfer him again back to another school from the year before last. And I told y'all before, he's been transferred 3 times already, and he's only in kindergarten. This will be the 4th transfer before first grade, and I said no. So I had to get that situated. I had to find out why. They claimed that it was a placement, but then when I talked to the head of the department, she said, "Oh, I see that there are some slots here that don't have any names on them at this school." I'm like, "Well, what are y'all doing?" Like, I don't think people take into consideration that, you know, a lot of parents still work. So, and it's a reason why I had him going to that school, because it was really close to the daycare. That may not always be the case, but I still work full time. So I had explained that to them. And I said also, when I have to go out of town for work, daycare is the one that picks him up, and daycare is not able to go across town to drop him off and pick him up. Like, let's just not make any more adjustments and stop transferring him. You guys want to keep complaining about how children are having such a hard time or transition. Stop changing things. You know, with people who are on the spectrum, some of them don't do too well with you know, adjustments like that. Like, I remember when he was in pre-K, they sent us a notification on Thursday that they were putting all the kids at another school that following Monday, and all the parents had to make an adjustment. And I was like, this is no. So a new teacher, new surroundings, all these kids are still trying to come off of the fact that they were just placed into a classroom without their parents right after, like, kind of like right after the pandemic type of deal. And then you want to transfer them to another school, another environment, another setting, and they're still trying to grasp the idea that they're going to be away from their home and parents in a classroom setting with transitions. And then you want to change, like, I don't know. I just think that they need to do better. So what am I doing about it? I'm supporting where I can. I found out also that I actually am allowed to go into the classroom. The teacher, whatever, I don't even know. She's nice, but I'm nicer, and I can be really, really nice if I need to be. But I'm actually working on, I'm actually in the transition of being on the PTA. So that's another thing, what I'm doing. I don't want to overwhelm myself, but I feel like I need to be as active as possible so I know what's going on. When I went to his IEP appointment, one of the staff persons said, you ask a lot of really great questions, and they were really interested as to why did I want to know so much, or how did I come across stuff, or I'm just like, and I told them, I said, well, no shade to anyone else, but this is my child, and anyone who is wanting to know, wanting to help, I'm a team player. Like, I need to know what's going on so I know how to adjust, adapt, and how to support my child. Let's just be friends for this small moment that you're going to be in my child's life so that we can get through this together. And all in all, I'm proud of my child. And I'm also shout out to Lariah as well too, because she was there supporting, cheering him on. She is the best big sister ever. And yeah, that's, yeah. I don't want to get emotional, but y'all, my kids is getting older. I don't even know. Oh, Lord Jesus. Them tears better not come. Y'all be crying sometimes. I really be emotional, I be crying, but I think but these will be happy tears. These will be happy tears because it has not always been easy. And it still is not always easy. But when I just tell y'all, I be so happy to see my children, and you know, they be happy to see me. Like when I dropped Hezekiah off today at daycare, it wasn't his regular transition. He went from the graduation, saw his teacher, but went from the graduation to daycare. Usually he gets dropped off at school. At the gate, they go in class. He was in class maybe 10-15 minutes today, and then they went to the field where they had the graduation, and then he went back with me, and then I took him to get something to eat, and then I took him immediately to daycare. So he wanted to stay with me, and I felt so bad. But I told him, I was like, I'm gonna come back and get you. I'm gonna get you early. And that's what mommy gonna do. I'm gonna take care of my business, take care of this meeting at the school for him. I just took Lariah to school. I'm gonna go do what I gotta do, and I'm gonna get my babies early, and we're just gonna hang out, because that's what I'm gonna do. So, yeah. We're gonna do this hot mom stuff. Yeah, alright, well, I gotta head out. Let me start driving. But I just wanted to tell y'all thank you for supporting. Thanks for being on my soapbox with me. And again, congratulations, Hezekiah. Mommy loves you. And I'll always be here for you. And I'll always be here for you, Lariah, as well, too. I'm so proud of both of y'all. Y'all are amazing. And I am so glad and thankful and happy that God has allowed me and blessed me to be y'all's mommy. All right, y'all.